Hi everyone, this is LH Crypto Weekly Fortnight Analytics of crypto and other markets. Single today, this is what I'm going to tell you. Bitcoin, where do you go? EOS, where do you go to? A cryptocurrency which we quite rarely touched upon in our previous episodes. So then tiny news from Bermuda Island and Brazil, and then we shift to all those storms coming in the Mexico Gulf and the White House and Biden, and generally touched upon the COVID situation. So let's go. Well, the father of all cryptocurrencies is recovering from its sharp and painful drop in mid-September when it went down far below 10,000 USD per the coin. Now it's touching upon 10,000 and a half, and this morning was exceptionally glorious and bright for those holding their Bitcoin, since it came up for the whole 300 USD, but we are warning you from buying it now in such a jumps, because all too often a pullback happens shortly after such jumps. So just wait until it touches upon 10,000 again and take it as much as you can. Meanwhile, EOS is recovering as well, moving from its bottom, mid-September bottom of 2.5 USD per one EOS to over 2.7475. It's shaping the upwards trend again, and the upper triangle, which signalizes, as well as mostly positive news coming from the crypto front, that it may be the good investment, listen, short term. And mind you, Bitcoin is Bitcoin, but jumps and gains in less known cryptocurrencies may be far more pleasant. Meanwhile, Brazil company Hashdex, one of the leading companies in blockchain in the region with Nasdaq exchange, has launched the first BTC ETF on Bermuda Stock Exchange. Well, now this means Bitcoin is becoming even more accessible for those who have tiny portions of it and even particles of it. Storms coming one by one in the Mexican Gulf paralyzed the oil drilling, as this one of the largest oil fields on the planet, sending the oil from its depressionary bottom 41 USD per barrel a fortnight ago to an optimistic 43, making the budgets of the oil extracting countries less holy. Another source of storms, news feed storms this time, has become a White House. In the midst of weekends, the world was shaken with the news that the leader of the major global economy was detected positive for COVID-19. Being a 74-plus-year-old man, Trump still remains the only one who managed to recover from COVID in just 3 days. Analytics think that it was just another news injection to raise the rating of Trump in view of coming elections. Well, however it is, the difference between rating of Biden and Trump is again more than 10%, and we'll see what aces Trump has in his pocket, and he definitely has. We do not advise to trade or buy any indices futures, because situation is shaped not with the economic news these days, which are 50-50 positive, 50-50 negative, but rather with the news of the coronavirus spread. Britain is still under, so to say, half lockdown. France and Spain, although not closing their economies, are reaching new records in the daily new cases, breaking and outrageous, even comparing to what they had before. And remember what a panic was in these countries before, but now it's even bigger. Well, in times of turbulence, follow the advice of market professionals, many years market professionals like Mr. Buffett, is do not invest in what you do not understand. And what is easier to understand than a soft drink? Coca-Cola, a company which we rarely touched upon in our episodes, just like EOS, cryptocurrency. Well, isn't it the leader which proved for many decades its leading position and the ability to develop, to integrate new into the classic and classic into the new. Did you know that for the last 50 plus consecutive years, Coca-Cola made its dividends bigger and bigger and bigger from year to year, not to mention that it always grown in the long-term period. Well, soft drinks will always, after all, be soft drinks, and people will always want to drink. People will always be thirsty, and it's not only a delicious taste which Coca-Cola may invent throughout the time. It is also the ability to integrate and offer new types of products to the market, including still and water, including sparkling water, juices, new formats, new shapes of bottles, and so on and so forth. Well, this is definitely the type of investment we can recommend you for the long-term period. Coke is now 54 USD per one stock. Quite a good price. Which events may influence the market on the next 2 weeks? Pay attention to German economic sentiment and core CPI in US on Tuesday, 13th of October. Thursday, 15th, follow the jobless claims in US and crude oil stocks. Well, especially those of you who are living in oil OPEC countries. And Friday, European CPI and, of course, retail sales in US in September. We will be able to see, was the decision of not closing the economy again correct in terms of stimulating the economic demand. Enough for today. Wish you great weekend and great 2 weeks ahead. Take care, and of course, may the profit be with you. Bye.